What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video. So this time, right off the jump, we're gonna be playing up against Crimson K19. If you guys don't know, he does stream on Twitch as well. Not only that, he was fourth place in Indianapolis, I do believe. So yeah, pretty good battler here. So he had a Verizion up against my Umbreon, Shundo Umbreon, best buddy as well, level 51. So I'm gonna switch out into my Giratina. I'm gonna be met with Ampharos. Ampharos can fight back with those brutal swings, but we'll see how we play this out, right? This is not looking particularly good for us, but we'll see how we do this. Um, I choose to go down 2 shields because I kind of need to flip this switch because I need to win this matchup to be able to put my Muck up against that Verizion. And he comes into a Magnet Zone, and I'm like, okay, kind of need to throw in good timing, but he could potentially farm me down. Magneton, my bad, Magneton. But he doesn't choose to farm me down, which is really good for me. So now I'm gonna come back into my Umbreon, then I'm gonna switch out, try to catch. To be honest, I should have taken this move on my Umbreon, I think, to be honest. But either way, let's see how this works out. Um, we have Poison Jab, so it's doing super effective. And he just chooses the top left. So GG's. I will have his Twitch link in the description as well, along with mine. And now we're gonna see Umbreon up against the G-Fizz, Stunfisk. So this does look like it's a best buddy 51. So level 51 Hundo. So I'm just gonna be able to throw on good timing here. They never bait here, so I'm always gonna shield the first one. Because I do want to keep forcing them to throw the Earthquake again, because if I do let it go, they have a chance to bait me, which I don't really particularly like. So now we're gonna keep farming up here. They throw in good timing. They do throw the Earthquake. As you guys see, the Earthquakes don't really do anything, but if he was able to get another one off, it would have been bad. So now I'm gonna keep farming up here, throwing good timing. He gets to a Rock Slide. I think this is a Rock Slide. Could be an Earthquake again. It is the Earthquake, which is fine. So I'm gonna build up right before he gets to the Rock Slide, and we're going to see if he wants to let it go. He does want to let it go, which is fine with me. So now we're going to be able to farm up a little bit more. And we're met with the Clefable. This is really bad. I can't switch out. I need to potentially let my Umbreon go down. So it's going to come out with a lot of energy here. And we're down shields, which is not particularly good. But we do cause some damage on the Clefairy and the Clefable. The Moonblast, as you guys see, the Moonblast does a lot of damage. I think this is CMP, so we'll see if they want to shield. They do want to shield, so since they shielded, I also want to shield as well. It is the Moonblast. Then they come on to a Jellicent. This is not looking good for us, but we're gonna see how we play this out. So Surf. So I'm just gonna go straight for the Dark Post. No reason for me to bait here. They don't shield, which is really good for me. Now I'm going to try to catch here, but I don't catch, but they still end up throwing here, which is fine with me. So we do end up getting Shadow Ball, which is fine. And I'm just going to go straight. I was going to go straight for the farm down, but since I could throw here, this is fine. Because they do need to throw a move, and at this point, I get farm down with my Alolan Muck. And they just choose to switch. So since they switch, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Acid Spray here, KO the Clefable, and try to Poison Jab down the Jellicent, and we're gonna be able to take that game. I do believe I went 10-5 with this team, so pretty good team. Now we're gonna see a Shadow Swampert. Shadow Swampert is a little bit more iffier than the regular one because obviously it does a little bit more damage, but and this is weird. Usually they always go for Hydro Cannons, but this time if you're gonna see a lot of Swampers actually go for Earthquake right out the bat, and I'm like, what? Okay, well, either way, they're gonna switch out to a Charizard. I'm gonna bank up some energy, and I'm gonna switch out into my Giratina. I know I could take one Dragon Claw, but now I have to shield the second one. We're gonna be able to throw the Dragon Claw here. I'm assuming that they're not gonna shield. I mean that they're gonna shield because I built up to the Ancient Power. They do shield. I'm gonna let this one go. Hopefully, I can get to the next Dragon Claw. We do get to the Dragon Claw. Do they want to shield again, or do they want to let it go? They do want to let it go, which is really good for me now. They're gonna come into a Talonflame, and it's double fire. Okay, so this is looking a little bit iffy. So I need to come into my Muck here, and I need to let this go. If it's a Brave Bird, so be it. And then they come out to their Swampert. I switch out into my Umbreon, get the foul play off. They no shielded, which is really good for me. I'm gonna try to throw in good timing. This is very good timing. 3 Snarls for their 2 Incinerates. And once again, we get to the 3, so we're throwing on good timing. Don't let no fast move go through. And they choose to throw. Since they choose to throw, I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go through. And they undercharge it. Very nice play by their part. And now they're gonna be able to throw another flame charge, which is fine. 1, 2, and I knew that they were maybe added now. So I was actually able to get to the dark post and just BM there because as long as you throw in good timing, right? Now we're gonna be seeing Articuno. Articuno is very iffy because Articuno can actually win. And I make a big mistake here. I should have just threw right away instead of letting him CMP me because I know he wins CMP. And now that I'm debuffed, these foul plays are going to be doing a lot less. Since I know that, I'm going to switch out. They come into a Toxicroak. This is not good. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse. I know it's resisted, but it is going to be the move that's going to do a little bit more damage than the Acid Spray. So at this point, I need to let this Mud Bomb go through. I hope I live it to get to another Dark Pulse here. And let's see. We do get to the Dark Pulse. And now there's a Fairy type in the back. We just kind of gave up our Fairy answer, which is really bad. But we'll see how this turns out. Now at this point, I have to show my third Pokemon because I cannot come into my Umbreon. Usually you never want to show your third Pokemon, but in this case I have to because I do not want this up against my Umbreon, right? They're gonna keep spamming out these mud bombs, which is fine, but I'm gonna go straight for the farm down. I don't want to throw a move. They're gonna come out into a Trevenant, so this is looking really bad for us, right? But this time I'm actually able to throw my move before they even debuff me, so this is good, right? And they don't shield. We get the low battery. Should probably charge my phone, right? So we're gonna charge up the Foul Play to an Excellent because we need to catch every bubbles. We need to swipe every single bubble here, and they're gonna throw the Icy Wind. I know it, but I need to shield regardless. And we're gonna throw the Foul Play again. They let it go, and because I need my Umbreon, I know I need my Umbreon, I switch out instantly to save some health. They need to throw. They need to throw on my Giratina, and at this point, they're getting so low that I almost Dragon Breath them down. And at this point, I could safely shield the Seed Bomb because they're gonna need another one, and I don't think the next one KOs. And that Snarl went through, and it was enough to KO. So that's GG's. Now we're gonna see Swampert. Once again, I'm telling you right now, I don't know what was up with these Swampers, but they were throwing Earthquakes. But yeah, you guys will see in a bit. So we're gonna throw. They should be at the Earthquake here. Yep, see, they're throwing Earthquakes, and we're gonna throw in good timing. We're gonna be able to get this Foul Play off, and now we're gonna be able to farm up a little bit more. I'm hoping this is not an Earthquake, but if it is, then it's wasted energy, to be honest, kind of. But they do go for the Hydro Cannon, realizing that at this point they can go straight Hydro Cannon, which is the appropriate play. Now they're going to be able to spam out another Hydro Cannon before I can get to my next move, and at this point I do not live it, which is pretty bad for me. So now I'm going to come into my Giratina, get all this farm, and they're going to come into a Registeel. Now this is not looking good, so I'm going for the resistant move, Ancient Power, because I do want to get the boost, and if I get the boost, I for sure don't have to shield, but regardless here, I'm not going to shield. He's going to debuff me, and I'm going to go straight for the Dragon Claw now at this point, because going for the boost, there's no reason for me to go for the boost now. And I want him to throw one more before I switch out, and realize that I did not throw there. So now I'm going to be able to switch out. They got a Giratina in the back. This is looking really good for us. Can we pull this out? So now I have no reason to bait here, so I'm going to go straight for the Dark Pulse. They are down shields, so they do let it go. Exactly. So this is why we don't bait. And now once again, I'm gonna let this Dragon Claw go through. I'm gonna try to get to this next Dark Pulse. Do they want to shield? Let's see. They do want to shield, which is the correct play for them. I'm gonna go ahead and shield as well, and if I can switch out, I'm going to switch out. Exactly, I switch out and then just throw the Dragon Claw on them. It should be enough to KO. At this point, this is looking really good because if we can get to a Dragon Claw here, and they should be energy dry as well because they did throw the Zap Cannon, and I can just let this go through. and then I can try to get to the dark post here, and this should be GG's because we keep a shield for the Muck, and at this point they should know that it's over for them. So yes, very tricky, but you guys see how we maneuver around. That's kind of how you use this team. And look at that, beautiful 5-0. So first set, we go 5-0. Second one, I'm not gonna lie, was a little bit bad, but I do believe I might have misplayed. We're gonna see in a bit though. We get a Lickitung. I'm gonna tag it to trade it later on. We're gonna get all this, and we make it up to 22-19, I believe it was. Might be 39-19, I don't know. And this is a very good lead for us, right? They're gonna come into Charizard, and low key, I should have swapped, but I'm gonna throw a move, and then I'm gonna swap. And at this point, I could take a Dragon Claw. I could probably take 2 as well. I just need to make sure that I win this matchup so I can have my Umbreon up against that Jellicent, right? Could take another Dragon Claw. I'm going to go straight for the farm down. I'm going to shield this one because I don't know if that next one KOs, and I don't want to take it. So at this point, I am going to go straight for the farm down. And I'm going to go once again try to get the boost to see, do we get the boost? And nope, no boost. It's fine. So I'm once again, I'm going to try to go for the boost, and I think I gave him a free move, which is pretty bad. But nope, no boost. Should have just went for Dragon Claws. Then they're going to switch out into Cobalion, and 2-shield Cobalion is, yeah, this is not looking good for us. So we're going to let the Sacred Sword go through. We are definitely core broken by this Cobalion. And I'm going to throw the Acid Spray. They shield the Acid Spray, so at this point, I feel good about this. If I lose it, that's fine. I made them shield the Acid Spray. That was my goal, and they did end up shielding the Acid Spray, which is fine. So now I'm gonna try to throw on good timing. I do end up shielding because I need to somehow get this Pokemon down. And yeah, and they end up shielding again. So at this point, it's gonna be super hard for me to take down their Cobalion. But since they are debuffed and this was a CMP, they cannot switch out. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. And for some reason, I throw in CMP. Usually, I don't like to throw in CMP unless I know that I win it for sure. Always want to go for the extra move if you can. If you know that you're gonna lose CMP, go for the extra move because most likely they are gonna go for the CMP ties, right? And we get denied there. Yeah, denying is apparently back in the game. Now we're gonna see another Swampert. Swampert is everywhere in the Ultra League. If you guys didn't know that. Swampert, Charizard. This might be the Swampert Charizard Walrein core or team comp. Either way, we're gonna let this go through. And once again, they're throwing Earthquake. So I didn't understand. I wasn't really quite understanding why they were going Earthquake, but later on, I realized that that is the correct play. Now I'm kind of scared. Do I want to shield? And this one actually goes Earthquake again, and I'm like, what the heck is up with this person? So now I'm going to throw the foul play. They let me actually KO their Pokemon here. And this is looking really bad because I can't have Giratina up against Walrein. I don't get to another move. They farm down completely. And I go into Giratina, try to do a cheeky catch. And I don't get the catch. But either way, I'm like, they're going to bait me for sure. So I let it go with the Icicle Spear. This time I do shield, thinking it's going to be the Earthquake. It is the Earthquake. I'm going to farm up a little bit extra energy here. Throw the Dark Pulse. Do they want to shield? They do want to shield, which is fine. Now I'm going to try to farm up a little bit extra. And I'm thinking that they're going to bait again. They do bait again. And that's fine. So now we're at the CMP tie. So I'm going to be able to throw this Dark Pulse while we get another low battery notification. And at this point, I just want to get to this not the Dark Pulse, but the Acid Spray, because I'm hoping that these Dragon Breaths are going to be enough to KO. And since we saw the last match, we know that we can live at least 2 Dragon Claws, so I'm going to keep 1 shield. And I do not want to throw a move here. I want to go straight for the farm down. We're going to see, do we actually win this game? And because we went straight for the farm down and actually had that Acid Spray land, we're going to be able to take that game. So now we're going to hop into the next match. Now we're going to see Umbreon up against Walrein. So this, obviously, you can win this matchup, especially if you're a best buddy. But you get very low, right? You're being the reddish. Once again, I want to throw in good timing here. And they get their move off first, so this is fine. I'm going to farm up a little bit extra. They want to throw back to back. That's fine. Once again, I told you guys I do not want to CMP them because I do know that Umbreon loses CMP pretty much over everything. Umbreon is a very tanky Pokemon. So now we're gonna be able to get this foul play off. What do they want to do? They want to let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and elect to shield here. Don't know if that was the correct play. But let's see. Oh, they end up shielding as well. Okay, so I'm hoping I live this. No, I barely live it. Well, they undercharge it. They surely had to undercharge it. At this point, I come into my Giratina. I try to. This is fine. I'm gonna let them throw their move here at me. It is a Dragon Claw. I'm trying to get to a Dragon Claw. Make sure that I do one Dragon Breath for their Shadow Claw. 2 turn versus 1 turn. You want to make sure that you throw one on even odds. Odds when it's even, and even when it's odds. I think I said that correctly. But either way, I hope you guys understand. And I know that they're not really gonna bait, so they don't bait. But this is most likely gonna be the Blast Burn again, and I assume that they're gonna try to switch out. They don't switch out. It was enough to KO at this point. And I get to this Acid Spray, which is really good. But to be honest, I probably should have baited the first time and then went for the Dark Pulse. So let's see if that's gonna actually cost us a game, and it actually does cost us a game, and we're gonna end up losing that game. So if I would have baited correctly there, we would have won. I would have made it to the Dark Post. But either way, GG's. Now we're gonna see Walrein again. Walrein is very common. If it's not Walrein, it is Swampert. So yeah, watch out for that. Charizard's probably in the back as well. Maybe a Swampert as well. Could be Trevenant. So just remember that you usually see those Pokemon paired up together if you do see Swampert or Walrein. Usually there's a Charizard in the back. So I'm gonna be throwing on Good Timing once again here, and before I even say anything else, I don't think I said it yet, but if you guys, I do stream these battles on Twitch. They do happen in real time. I just do the voiceover here on YouTube. So link in the description if you guys do want to go over there, watch them. Let me know that you came from YouTube. But either way, we're going to let this Icicle Spear go through because I'm hoping I live it, but I don't live it. So now I'm going to be able to farm down with Giratina here. They're going to come into a Swampert, what I say. This is one of those Pokemon, right? Walrein Swampert or Swampert Charizard, Walrein Charizard. Could be Charizard in the back, to be honest. They throw an Earthquake here. I should have shielded that. I think I was talking and I meant to shield, but I didn't shield. And now they're going to shield, so now at this point I have to shield Hydro Cannons, which is really bad. Should have shielded the Earthquake. Yes, I know. I made a big mistake there. But either way, we're going to be able to throw this Dragon Claw here. They want to let it go, and it's a Galvantula in the back. So not Charizard, but it is a Galvantula. So I'm going to let this go through. I know it's a lunge. I'm going to go straight for Dark Pulse. No reason for me to bait here. We're going to charge it up to an excellent. They do end up shielding, which is interesting. And this point, this is another lunge, but I know it is. I'm gonna be able to throw the Dark Pulse. I was one away. Make sure we throw on Good Timing. Don't want to give them no energy for free. And one more Poison Jab is gonna be enough to KO. And their Fast Move does not register damage. So now this is really bad. We're gonna see Clefable up against our Umbreon. This is super bad since they got Fairy Wind now. I'm gonna have to let this go through. Moonblast, yep. And look how much damage that does, and I switch out into my only counter for fairy types, and we're gonna be met with the what a Charizard. They do end up shielding, so they want to go for switch advantage here. Probably should have shielded after realizing that they wanted the switch advantage, and gonna throw. We're gonna end up getting KO'd by farmed down by the Charizard, and this is super bad. I got a low health Umbreon, and Giratina is gonna be taking moves. And since I know that that Clefable is moves that are gonna hurt more than the Charizard, so I elect to let the Dragon Claw go through. The Fairy Winds are not doing too much damage to the Pokemon, so If it was Charm, it'd be a whole different story. Now they catch on Swampert, and I'm like, hold on, this might give me a win con. I need to get out. Can I get out? Can I get out? You see me trying to switch out, and I can't get out. But I am actually able to throw the foul play. So I do get the foul play, because there's enough time for me to switch out. And at this point, I need to shield this. It is the Earthquake. We do correctly call it. I get to the move. I throw the move. Let's see. Clefable comes in. I shield the Moonblast. Let's see. What can we do here? They're at another Moonblast, and this should be enough to KO. And at this point, this is over for us. GG's. So I needed to keep the shield. I should have just not shielded the Earthquake. And maybe we could have won. I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, they played it super well. And we're going to end up going 2-3 on that one. Tentacruel. Okay. So once again, you always want to make sure you throw in good timing here. That is good timing, but they are at 8, I do believe. So whatever they throw, I don't care. I'm just going to let it go. They think I'm going to throw on CMP. I don't like throwing on CMP, which they give me a free move, a free snarl. I'm going to throw the foul play here. I do believe I got debuffed. I try to catch the next one, hoping I don't get debuffed here. And they throw the Blizzard. At this point, I'm like, hold on. Who throws a Blizzard at Umbreon? I was like, no way. I was like, there's no way. I was like, this person sniped. This person had to have sniped. And then I get denied there. Don't get my snarl in. Throws body slams. I'm going to throw the foul play here. Just another body slam. I don't want to shield. Switch out. Get this juicy farm. They're going to come into Tentacruel. I don't want to bait here. No reason for me to bait. Let's see. Do they shield? They do shield, which is not good. I need to start shielding here. And it's a Giratina in the back. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't have caught. But then again, it's very suspicious because who really throws a Blizzard at Umbreon? That makes no sense. You would definitely go for the Scold. But either way, doesn't matter. We're going to end up losing here. I do believe. Let's see. Yep. We lose. Yep, GG's. And I just choose not to shield because they probably have way too much energy. They're gonna outpace me to the move, so I just no shield. Now we're gonna see a tough matchup here. I'm gonna go straight into my Giratina up against this Obstagoon. Obstagoon is gonna throw their Night Slash, which is fine. They're staying in. This is really what I want, kind of, but not kind of. But this is really good because this is the best matchup that I got up against Obstagoon. They do switch out, so this is fine. We do get some damage on it, enough to potentially do something with our Amok, with our Alolan Muck. We're going to get to this Dragon Claw. I don't want to shield because I have a harder answer to this Giratina in the back. If I can come out with energy here, at this point, I think that's enough for me to farm down completely and come out with a lot of energy for that Obstagoon. So they're going to throw a lot of these Dragon Claws, which is fine. The Dragon Claws don't really do anything. So like I said, I'm going to go straight for the farm down. Don't want to throw a move because I want to come out with energy for that Obstagoon. And do they get to another one? They don't get to another one. They're going to come into the Obstagoon. I'm going to make sure I throw one Snarl. Make sure I throw in good timing. I'm going to get to another one. At this point, I'm going to let it go. It is the Cross Chop. I was hoping it was a Night Slash, but it is the Cross Chop. Now I'm at the next last resort. At this point, I can switch out. And in the back is a Venusaur. At this point, this is pretty much over for them. I want them to throw first, but they're not throwing, so I'm just going to go straight for the Dark Pulse here. They do end up shielding. And I start shielding as well, I think. No. Okay, we let the first one go through. I did do these a couple days ago. I think it was on Friday. Might have been on Friday that I did these battles. So, a little kind of late. I know I didn't drop a video yesterday, but I was kind of busy and stuff. So now we're just going to go straight for the farm down here. Come out with a lot of energy, and they know it's pretty much over. And they just top left at that point. So now we're going to see Umbreon up against Pidgeot. This is not good. I don't like Pidgeot. I don't like any Pokemon that debuffs. I'm not gonna lie. So right here, they're most likely gonna debuff me, and they do debuff me. So I'm gonna throw the Foul Play here, and I'm eventually gonna end up swapping out, but after they throw their next move. Excuse me. Um, so they're farming up a lot of energy. I was hoping that they would throw right away, but they're not throwing, and I'm thinking there might be a Brave Bird, but no, they go for the bait. They go for the Feather Dance bait, just fine. So now I'm gonna switch out. This is gonna be the Brave Bird for sure. Psych. Nope, it was the Feather Dance. And at this point, we're met with a Registeel, and we cannot do nothing to this Registeel. So this is looking pretty much over for us. And they're gonna throw the Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon is resisted against Giratina, and we get another debuff, so we're even more debuffed. This is what I'm talking about. Poly in the back. There's a Cobalion Poly double steel, right? So yeah, this is pretty much over. I'm just gonna keep spamming out these Dragon Claws here, and I'm gonna switch out because I am way too debuff, and they're gonna come out into, I didn't read what that said. Pidgeot, they catch, goes down. I have to let this go through, knowing it's a Zap Cannon. Nope, it is the Focus Blast, so they got me. So I'm gonna be able to throw this. They might be able to farm down. Yeah, they definitely are gonna be able to farm down, but not before I'm able to get to another Foul Play here, and they're just gonna let it go. This is fine. So I'm gonna come in Giratina. I want them to throw. They don't throw. And in the back is a Giratina, so I'm gonna swap out now. But they have two shields. This is looking really bad for us. So we need to bait. Do they shield on the first one? I'm going for the no baits because they got two shields, so they most likely don't shield. They don't shield. And at this point, I'm gonna let this go through. Nope, psych, I don't let it go through. Oh, because I think I saw the clock was going down. And I should have kept it for the Zap Cannon, to be honest. But either way, time's up, and we're gonna be able to take that game. Yeah, it was looking bad for us, but we ended up winning. So now we're gonna see a Shadow Walrein, not the normal Walrein. And once again, they're gonna throw on 7. So this is Icicle Spear, not an Earthquake. They're just gonna go straight Spear here. So I'm gonna go Foul Play. I'm one away from the next Foul Play. I'm able to get to the next Foul Play. They're gonna keep farming up a little bit more. I want to make sure I do not throw on CMP. They're throwing on very good timing here, which is fine. They're gonna go with the Icicle Spear. They're add another one. Don't throw on good timing this time. I guess hoping to catch me in the middle of my animation so I don't swap. Very smart. And they're going to end up shielding here, which is okay. So now I'm going to try to get this farm with Muk because I do not want to get hit with... I'm assuming at this point they're going to go straight Earthquake, so I'm going to shield this. They do Earthquake. I do not want to take an Icicle Spear on my Giratina, although it can withstand the move. They're going to come into a Charizard. I'm going to switch out, and in the back is a Tapu Fini. So if I would have gotten alignment, it would have been nice for us, but... right now it's looking really bad for us here. And we're going to see what they want to do. If they Moonblast me, that's fine. I don't want to shield because I do believe that the Blast Burn is going to be the one that does the most damage. So we're going to throw the Ancient Power here, try to get a boost, but we do not get a boost. So we've thrown a lot of Ancient Powers and no boost so far. Yeah, we're getting super unlucky. They throw in very good timing here. They throw another Moonblast, and this is, oh man, this is really bad. I need to farm down. I throw the acid spray to try to make it easier for me to farm down. But yeah, no, they're just gonna be able to wing attack me down. And yeah. So it was pretty much over. I needed to keep a shield at least. And it just didn't work out. Now we're gonna see Trevenant into our Umbreon. This is very good, but they swap out into a Charizard. Once again, I want to make sure I don't throw in CMP because I will lose it. And since they threw the Blast Burn, I can switch out instantly to my Giratina here. And I know they're just going to go straight for Dragon Claws here. There's no reason for them to go Blast Burn. I'm going to farm up a little bit extra. Keep going, keep going, keep going. They're going to throw their next move, so I'm going to let it go through and keep farming up a little bit more right before they get to their next move. And I'm going to throw the Dragon Claw, see what they want to do here. They do want to shield, that's fine. I'm at the next Dragon Claw. Do they want to shield this one as well? They do. Okay. They want to go down 2 shields. They come into Trevenant. At this point, they don't realize that I have Umbreon up against Trevenant. I am loaded with energy because I did not throw on the Charizard. So they're going to throw a move here. I don't care. They can throw whatever they want to throw. Farm up a little bit extra. And I keep energy on my Umbreon and just come into my Muck, because at this point I could just straight farm down the Charizard as well. I could shield here, even if it's Dragon Claw, that's fine. We're gonna be able to farm down completely. In the back is a Swampert, and this Swampert is gonna get hit with this Dark Pulse. I don't want to go for Acid Sprays here. I'm assuming that I live a Hydro Cannon from this point, and if I don't, that's fine. But we do live it, and we're gonna be able to get to this Dark Pulse. But bad thing is they're gonna be able to farm us down. I need to switch out, and I just BM them with the Last Resort. Add way too much energy, so I'm just gonna go straight for the Last Resort. And let's see, that is the last match of the 3rd set, and we go 3-2. So I do believe that is a 10-5 run. One set that was negative, and our last set was positive. So hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and once again, they will be my link to the Discord and Twitch will be in the description. So hope to see you guys over there, as well as Crimson's Twitch as well. So yep, I will see you guys on the next video.